Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hi, it's Sharon here with Create with Sharon. Thanks for joining me tonight. So I am just going to go see if this is going to come up. It drives me crazy. It takes so long from going. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to go in and just share this to my VIP group. So there we go. Yay. And hopefully I'll be able to see some comments. If not, I apologize. I will answer all your questions later. And it looks like we're having technical difficulties with my iPad, so I apologize for that. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to make 3 cards for you tonight using the, so cute, the Christmas Scotties. And this is all backwards, but I'll flip it around and you'll be able to see it. Yeah, it's such a cute little bundle. Comes with a stamp set and a punch, which is really nice. Retiring at the end of December order. We have a piece of basic black that is a 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to be glued on straight on just like that. And I'm going to use my multi-purpose glue because you all know that I love my liquid glue. And the reason why I love it so much is that if I mess up, I can fix it right away. And it just slides it into place just like that. So there we have the base of the card. So on this one here, I'm going to use this stamp set here. And then I have the May Your Days Be Furry and Bright sentiment. So I'm going to stamp it using my Real Red, and this one here is, I should write down the back. So this is 3 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to just ink this up. So when you're using red inks on the photopolymer, it does stain the stamps. Don't worry about it. It doesn't harm the stamps or anything like that. What it does for me, it helps me find the stamps a little quicker, because they're colored instead of nice and pretty like this, where they're not, haven't been used yet and you can hardly see them, right? So that's why I like to have them colored. Like I said, it does not harm the stamp set whatsoever. So I'm going to take my stamp and I'm just going to try and center it right here. And you know, I'm going to just bring in my silicone mat for the next one, because I just find it's just, when you're working with photopolymer, it's just easier to stamp with, have a little bit of give underneath. And I'm going to do stamp my sentiment. Oh, better straighten this out or I'm going to be in trouble. Just like that. Put these over here. And they're red, and I don't want to make sure I don't mess that up. I'm going to need this ink later on, but it's red. It'll end up all over my hands. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the punch, and I'm going to punch out using the red Glimmer paper. This is just gorgeous. It's also retiring. It might be sold out too. I want to say I've seen somewhere that it's sold out, but it's a must-have anyway. And then I'm going to bring in my basic black, and I'm going to punch out my Scottie. Now, I was able to punch out an extra bow, but I'll keep that for later use. And now I want to grab my dimensionals. Of course I want to grab my dimensionals. What's a card without dimensionals? And bling, right? So I'm going to add 3 dimensionals to the back of the Scottie. And then I'm going to bring in my scissors. I'm just going to snip, ribbon everywhere, snip a dimensional in half and then put it on the back of the bow. And I'm going to adhere the bow right here on his neck, and it was so cute. Hey, right? You gotta have a little bit of bling on your Christmas cards, right? And then I'm going to put this out of the way. I'm going to bring this piece and I'm going to add it to the center of my card base using, of course, my liquid glue in case it's not straight. And just add it just like that. Okay. Woohoo! And then we're just going to take this guy and just add him to the card like that. Now, how simple was that? Super simple. This is a card that I'm also going to submit for my Casing Tuesday. Super easy card. So darn cute. Okay, that's card number 1. We're doing 3 cards tonight. So let's see if I can get 3 cards done in half an hour. Think I can do it? Okay, so want to see the next card? So a lot of the stuff, I must confess, a lot of the cards I did a lot of the prep work beforehand. So here's the second one. So I actually cut it out using the decal rectangles. So I used this one for here, and I did one for the Glimmer Gold, and I did one for the sentiment. And I don't know if I like this because you really can't see it. So what I'm going to do on the next one is I'm going to actually stamp a sentiment instead of using the embossing folder. You can't really see it, and it sort of takes away, makes it looks too plain for me, I guess is what it comes down to. And then I can put the dog, Scottie, anywhere I wish. I thought I just dropped something. I did. Okay, so you're going to have your card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, fold and scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to take my bone folder and just burnish it. It just gives a crisper line. Then I have a piece of basic black cardstock that I did emboss ahead of time using the time-worn embossing folder, and just ran it through the Big Boss. And then I'm going to adhere that using my liquid glue. So excited. The Canadians are playing in the World Cup tomorrow. So excited. But the only thing is that they're playing against Belgium, and De Bruyne is my husband's favorite soccer player, so he's sort of torn. No, he's not. He's cheering for Canada all the way. But he's sort of torn between the because of his favorite player, right? So I actually use the deckled rectangles for this piece, so you can't really see it. What it does, it just gives a rougher edge. And then I'm going to adhere that using my multi-purpose glue also. And we'll just put that in the center. There we go. And I'm going to punch out the puppy in basic black. I'm going to have another bow. I'll just put that to the side because I'm sure I'll find a use for it. And then I actually, earlier on, I punched out a gold bow for that one. And I'm going to, on here, I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas. Because I just, maybe not, because I don't think it's big enough. I'll use that one for the next one. Let's just use the same one. And I'm going to just ink it up and just put it over to the left-hand side of my white piece here. Like I says, I don't really second guesses on that one there because you can't see the hello. And then we'll just, oops, gotta get this straight. There we go. And now we're going to do the same thing with this puppy. We're going to grab my dimensionals and put 3 on the back side. Of the puppy. And I'm going to put 1 on the gold piece. And he's so cute. It's so sad that he's retiring. And with using the black, the basic black for the puppy, and adding the glimmer paper, it sure shows off the glimmer paper. And I'm going to put him right about there. And then of course I'm going to add dimensions to the back side of this guy too. So do you guys watch this World Cup? Even though it happens every 4 years. But there's a big upset too. Like Argentina got beat. They're bottom of the pool. Messi just... We had the privilege of watching him play when we were in Barcelona a few years ago. Yes, I'm thinking that it looks better with the sentiment stamped on rather than embossed. I guess I could have embossed it and then added ink to the embossing folder, embossed it that way, but I like it better that way. Okay, so that's card number 2. Now here's a super cute one. So this is made with designer series paper, and I can't remember the name of it, but everything is all listed over on my blog. I'll do the measurements later on tonight. I just didn't get time to do it this afternoon. I had a class this afternoon. Okay, so our card base obviously is the same thing, 5.5 by 8.5, fold and scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of real red that is a 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to adhere that right onto the card base just like that. And there we go. Now I have 3 strips of the oh, I can't think what this is called now. And these are 1.5 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to just adhere them onto the real red. See, it has the real pretty flowers on the back side that you could actually color. Oh, maybe I'll do that for my next card. Or for next Tuesday. Just a reminder that I will be live again on Thursday at 9 a.m. So what I like to do is I like to put one of the strips on first on one side, and then I'm going to take the second strip and put it on the other side. Just like that. And then we make sure that they're even. And now I'm going to take this strip here and then put it in the center. And it makes it easier for me to center the center one rather than go 1, 2, 3. Do 1, 2, and then this one here in the center. And then this one is going to go in here, just like that. Then I have a strip of designer series paper that is 1.5 inches by 5 1/4. I'm thinking, yeah, because it's going to go right from here to here. It's going to go in the center. So it makes them look like they're individual squares, and you didn't have to worry about having to easy way to I guess cheat. Makes it look a little bit more complex than what it is. And then just move that over just like that. And then I'm going to stamp this with the Merry Christmas. This isn't very straight. And there we go. And then I'm going to ink it up with the real red and then just put it on the bottom of my circle. Just like that. And I'm going to take my basic black again and just cut out another dog. He's so cute though. Just gotta love him. And he'll go right there. And I'm just going to use just the same Designer Series paper that I used right here. Make sure this is going the right way. Using to make my bow. And just take it right to the end and then just pop it just like that. And I'll use a few dimensionals on the Scottie. So this bundle, perfect for a beginner. You don't have to invest a whole lot of money in buying the Big Boss. You can just buy the punch and the stamp set. And like I said, it's ink and some Designer Series paper if you wish, or you can just use regular cardstock. And then I'm just going to just snip off, I'm going to use these guys, a half of a dimensional, put it on the center of the bow, like that. Oh, come on. And then we'll just add it just like that. Now this one is going to go into the center like this, and I'm just going to add dimensionals, of course, to the back side. But you notice on this one there's no bling, which is totally unusual for myself. I love bling. But I guess I could add some, right? Just have to pull out my treasure box and see what I have. And sure, I have some of those festive pearls and silver I could add to look really pretty. And just put him right into the center. Now with this one here, I used the stitched, the stylish stitched circles. I used the largest one on this one. This is definitely a must-have die cut. It's a standalone. Standalone meaning it's you can purchase this by itself and use it for many different bundles. Use it for sentiments. Oh, I thought yeah, I do. Here I thought I had a package. Oh, maybe it's right here. There we go. So let's add. Got some red, some blue, some gold, and some silver. We got some gold there. Let's add a couple silvers. Oh, how about that for an eye? Yeah. There we go. It does look better with a little bit of bling, don't you agree? I'm just going to add his eye right there and just add a couple of... Now, one good thing are the festive pearls. These guys, they're not retiring. They're going to be carried forward into the new catalog, which is so exciting. So there we have it. 3 cards in less than 20 minutes, I'm thinking. Yay, holy smokers. Okay, so we have this one here. This was the last one. This one here, I changed it up because I didn't really care for the sentiment being right there. And then the first card I did was very basic card with the dog with different, there's a theme here. Looks like the red and black win, right? So we got the red and white glimmer paper, and then we have the gold glimmer paper, and then we just have the Designer Series paper, and then we gave it some life by adding the eyes to them. So there we have it. Quick and easy, fun bundle. Like I said, it's fun bundle to have, easy to do. You could probably make birthday cards and everything like that because the sentiments in it are You're always loved. May your days be bright and furry. Merry Christmas and Wolf. But you can add any sentiment to that to make it into a birthday card. But the puppy is so cute. And it punches out. You don't have to worry about bows. And I'm sure you could use the bows for just about anything. You could probably add it to an ornament or add it to another project that you're doing. That would require a bow. So quick and easy cards to do. Thanks for joining me tonight. Greatly appreciated. All the measurements and everything will be posted later on tonight onto my blog. You can go, actually, the products that I use are posted on the blog, but there's no pictures or measurements, and I'll do that later on tonight. Okay, well, thanks so much for joining me tonight. Greatly appreciated. My blog is creatingwithsharon.com, and I want to thanks for joining me tonight. Okay, guys, talk to you later. See yas. Bye.